School Chums is not a bad Peanuts episode. It was certainly very slow to begin with, but I'd say after the first two, there are four main parts. After the first two, it really picked up. So there will be spoilers from now as I talk about what happens in this and mention some personal highlights. This is the third segment of the 12th episode of Peanuts, and it starts off with Peppermint Patty. And I was really surprised that I wasn't enjoying it because I love Peppermint Patty, and it is so rare for me to just not love anything where Peppermint Patty is the centre of focus, but I just found this to be kind of dull. She keeps falling asleep in class, and that does sound repetitive, and it is, but she's in different positions, and she responds differently when she wakes up. We have some input from Marcie that I thought was pretty good. It's pretty well written in terms of the dialogue and the conversations between the characters, or as much as we can call them conversations. Peppermint Patty doesn't really get the chance for things to flow for too long. But I just found it to be a kind of, not necessarily a boring concept, but kind of boringly executed. I just didn't care for it very much at all. We then stick with the school theme, which is the theme throughout the whole thing. And I say this because sometimes with Peanuts cartoons, we believe we have an overarching theme, but then there'll be at least one segment that just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't belong there. That's not the case here. Everything actually fits in really well. Definitely credit where it's due. And the rest of this focuses on Sally. Sally is giving a talk to the class, and it's absolutely fine. If you like reading, if you appreciate literature, you'll find her talk pretty interesting. The third segment, and the second Sally segment, involves her asking Charlie Brown for help with her homework. But it's not help that she wants. She wants Charlie Brown to do the work for her. It was nice to have Charlie Brown involved. I like the fact that we're sticking with the school theme, even though we're away from the classroom. It helped to break up the environment a little bit without breaking away from the overarching theme, and I liked that. I thought that worked very well. We then have the last part, and I really enjoyed this one. This is probably my favourite, at least for this particular episode. Sally is not happy with the grade that she got for her coat hanger sculpture project work. She got a C, and when you see the sculpture, you might be surprised that she got a C, because I'm surprised she even got that. I won't say what it looks like. I had contemplated putting it in as the thumbnail for this, but I don't want to spoil it. The design is interesting, let's put it that way. And she goes off on one about this, and it's a very well-written little speech, and I rather enjoyed it, and the whole thing is beautifully animated. That's usually the case with these Peanuts episodes. The animation is gorgeous, the colour palette is beautiful. With this one, I definitely found, quite interestingly, I'm sure I've used the word interesting too much in this discussion, quite fascinatingly, each segment got better and better. Peppermint Patty, surprisingly, not very interesting. The second segment, a little bit better. Third one with Charlie Brown, really liked it. And then the fourth one was my favourite. So not a strong start, but things certainly improved as we went along. So I can't really complain too much. It's not my favourite Peanuts episode, but they can't all be my favourite. And generally speaking, I didn't mind it at all. If you're a fan of Peppermint Patty and certainly of Sally, then I'd say School Chums is one that's probably worth watching.